morning. Welcome to the Mahwah Public Library. My name is Joan. We are here today to do our gentle yoga practice, whether we're in person or online. So sitting however is comfortable for you. Close your eyes and take a few breaths. And keep your chin in line with your shoulders, your chin in line with your sternum and your shoulders down, and breathing in and out of the nose. Noticing anything that feels tight, anything that you feel has a restriction or a discomfort or a pain. And then today we're going to work on how our yoga practice can help maintain brain health. So as you breathe in and you breathe out, think about what you think about. And where do you place your attention? Is it on things that create worry, stress, anxiety, or not? Think about how much sleep you get during the course of a night and the quality of sleep that you get. How much time do you spend in morning sunlight? What do you do for exercise? So obviously we're here together, so we do our yoga practice. How strong do you feel? What kind of supplements do you take? How do you socialize with your family and your friends? When did you take time to learn something new? And just like when you sit down to a most delicious meal or dinner or dessert or whatever, do you spend time savoring moments in your life that you treasure? How do you manage your stress? And when and if you can come to stillness, how do you feel? Calm, relaxed, restless, whatever, no judgment. So today we're going to bring those 10 elements into our practice so we can inhale and lift up, stretching up into space and to light, relaxing the jaw, lengthening the spine, exhaling and curling back gently, releasing any stress from the back body. As you inhale and you lift up, see if you feel a little taller. And we're going to do it again. So inhale and stretch up. Relax the jaw. Release through the throat. Exhale, and as you curl back and you bring the breath into the back body, release something that you may be holding. And then come right back to neutral, stir the pot. Move something around that needs to be released, anything that makes you feel stuck. So these 10 things, these 10 recommendations come from Dr. Aaron Naik. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, N-A-I-K. He's a neurosurgeon. And if you take into account these 10 things, pause and reverse your circle, you can help to improve overall brain health. And then as you pause right here, ask yourself, how flexible am I? Now, flexibility is not only in your body, but in your thoughts, your intentions, your convictions, your lifestyle. So as you inhale and we lift up, big breath, reach up, stretch up, wiggle it out, make some space, move from side to side. Exhale, twist to the right, wring something out. Inhale, lift up, look up, gather something new. Exhale, release something that doesn't work. Inhale, gather more. pull in a breath. Exhale, release it. Inhale, one more. Exhale, let it go. Bring your right arm down, left arm straight up, stretch it up. What do you want to reach up into today? Sink your shoulder down and begin to reach over into flexibility. Look under your arm. If that's not good for you, position your head in a place that's better. Inhale, lift up, and as you maybe stretch a little deeper, bend the elbow, bring it over. Inhale, one more. Go as low as you can go, stretch it out. And then opposite side. So grounding down, reaching up, sinking the shoulder down. Work less but gain more. And sweep up. And you're going with the flow of the breath and the movement of the body. And you're releasing anything that feels tight up that side body, going as low as you can go. Inhale, lift up, both arms up. Release the shoulders down, bring your hands together, and feel the sensation of connection. Connect for your mind and your heart into a space, and bow to yourself and give yourself a compliment. Today I am, and how are you today? And how do you want to feel at the end of the practice? And then we bring our hands right to the knees, and we ask our heart to relax. So we just rock gently side to side, calming the heart. Moving in this diagonal direction, connecting shoulders and hips. Moving with flexibility, but strength. And breathing in and breathing out into the space that you're creating for yourself. Now when I come back, I'm going to take my hands to the right and maybe come down a little lower. You come down as low as you want to go. Take a breath. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, another one. Inhale. Last one. And then coming up and switching to the opposite side. And notice, does one side feel less flexible than the other? Or tighter, or has something that needs to be shifted? Good. And then coming all the way up, we're going to roll the right shoulder to the left, roll across to the opposite side, and half a circle up. Exhale, take a breath with you as you roll. And release and move from side to side, making this become a moving meditation. Slowing down the busyness of the mind, inviting the body to release and open. Last one on the opposite side. And then just turn in a circle, 1, 2, 3, and you pause and reverse your circle. 1, 2, 3. Good. Come off your seated position, and we're going to come right into a child's pose. So if you have a block, you can choose to use that. Otherwise, you can hold your forehead with your hands, or 1 potato, 2 potato. And now just pause here and stretching out that back body, shoulders back and down. Using this right here, little weight in the center of the forehead, relaxing the jaw, lengthening the spine, breathing in and breathing out. And just beginning to rock your head gently. Softening any busyness of the mind, releasing anything that may feel tight from inflammation or congestion. We've had some wild weather here in the Northeast, so this can definitely, the barometric fluctuations can definitely play havoc with your sinuses and head pressure, create tightness perhaps in your body. So you want to soften here, monitoring your jaw. And then pause, sliding your fingers forward and teepeeing, so stretching a little deeper. Maybe rocking gently from side to side to soften something through the hips. Swallowing gently and then releasing the arms and just pausing for just a moment. Carrying less on your back, your shoulders, your neck, in your thoughts, your head, your hips, your legs, your feet, and your hands and arms. And then sliding your hands back, pause, lift, and if you choose, you can remove the block and maybe sink a little lower. And take 3 breaths here. Feel like you're melting into the earth, connecting the head, the heart, and the belly, so that the things you think about, the things you hold in your heart, and what you need to digest and process can do so with ease. Slide your hands back to frame the face, hands as wide as the mat. Inhale, lift up, nice flat back. And use your weight to just gently come down as low as you want to go. Breathe as you inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, feel like you're doing a gentle push-up here, creating this flexibility and strength. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift up. Now, as I come up, maybe I want to rotate my head, so I roll my head to one side, and maybe my ear comes to the mat. It doesn't have to touch it. You can make it any expression as you rotate and go to the opposite side. So you make it the expression of the pose that you need for yourself. So as you roll gently from side to side, you invite maybe flexibility, a new perspective, a different view. And you breathe in and lift up, and you exhale and you let it go. And last one, opposite side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Coming back to center, come right onto your hands and knees, tuck your toes, stretching out through your feet, rocking back and forth. So where do your feet carry you? How do they feel? Are your toes tight? Do you have neuropathy, poor circulation? Do you need to feel the sensation of connection to the earth? When you come back, if you choose, you can rock it here, get a bigger stretch through your feet. Good, coming back up onto your table, flatten the feet so that fronts and tops of your feet get a little stretch here, and you rock it back and forth, making it as big or as small as you need it to be, being mindful of what you need for your knees and hips and body, and you breathe. And then when you come and you sit back a little bit here, maybe rock it out here. And shifting gently, nice. Good. Coming back up, tuck your toes. Go right into your cat and dog. So flattening the back, tucking the belly up, head and extension of the spine. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, uncurl your toes and curl into the back body. Inhale, letting it feel like you're really moving with intention. Lifting up and releasing down. And finding the rhythm of what works best for you. Take a breath with you as you go. Now when I come back up to neutral, I'm going to swing my legs to the right and hips to the left and hands to the right, and I come right into a big V and I get a nice side body stretch. Inhale, lift up. and maybe come a little lower. So you want to give yourself this opportunity to open up a little more, one more, and you breathe. Good. And then you're just going to switch to the other side, so your legs go left and your hands go left and your hip goes right, and you start small because one side may not feel the same as the other. Inhale and you exhale. And in. And when you come down, see how you feel. Maybe you come down a little lower. Last one. Come as low as you want comfortably. And pause just to give yourself a moment to stretch it. And then coming back to center, pause. Hands come right to the mat again, little circles. Nice flat back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in reverse. If this does not work for your knees, then you don't do it. 3, 4, 5, 6, good. Pause here, just gather to yourself this sensation of balance. So feeling your right hand, right knee, right hip, left hip, the length of the spine, the extension of the head. And as you do this now, moving your hand if you need to just a little bit so your opposite hand can come out, and then slide it under, threading the needle. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Opposite side, so left hand grounds, right hand. And up and under and up and under. One more. And up. And bring it straight down into any variation of a child's pose that you need. So you can bring one hand into the other and hold your forehead, 1 potato, 2 potato. You can bring your block back, you can extend your arms, whatever you prefer. Slide your hands back, palms up. Then you breathe. One more big breath here. Slide your hands back to frame the face. Bring yourself back up. Now we're going to go into a downward dog. If this does not work for you, don't do it. Pick something else. Now, as you ground yourself down into your table and you create this sense of balance and you tuck your toes, you want to feel lightness and connection straight up through the back of the spine, right by the tailbone. So when you press down and you lift up, it becomes effortless. And you breathe. If you choose, you can pedal your feet. And you stretch out through the legs. Great for weight bearing, for calming the body, for resting. This is supposed to be a resting pose. I don't particularly find it restful, but it can be. Inhale, roll up onto your toes, big breath. Exhale, open your knees, come right back down. Pick a child's pose. And give yourself a compliment. I am strong, I'm flexible, I am light. I am calm, I am relaxed, I am at ease. And then slide your hands back to frame the face, come back up. Now we're going to do another variation. You don't want to do it, this is what you don't do. Coming right back up onto your table, you tuck your toes, bring one leg straight out into your three-legged dog. Take a breath here. And then bring that leg in and switch to the other side. Take a breath. And then bring that leg in. Knees come out, toes touch, come right into any variation of a child's pose you want. Good. Slide yourself forward. So I'm just going to use this to slide myself forward. Legs are parallel. And let my full front part of my body rest on the mat, supporting underneath your head. Take a few breaths here. Lift your feet when you're ready, and you can just go right into reverse windshield wipers and take a breath, always breathing. Bring your feet to the mat, tuck your toes, stretch those legs. If you can lift them up gently, take a breath here. Release your legs, big toes touch, heels open out to the side like an elongated diamond or kite shape, and you breathe. Feet are parallel again, toenails are pressing into the mat. Slide your hands back, so we're going to come right up into a gentle cobra. So the elbows are in and the hands are back and the shoulders are down, and you lift up. Gaze to the mat. You breathe here. And a few breaths. And if it's a lot of work, soften something. And then you exhale and hands come underneath the head and you just rock it out. Good. Come right back, stretch your legs again, big stretch. Good, release, feet are parallel. Again, we come right back into our cobra. Now, if you want, you can keep it right where you were, or you can press down and lift up a little more. Reverse the stretch of your back. Keep your head at neutral and breathe. Three breaths. Exhale and release. Lift your legs, stretch it out. Good. So release your legs back down. This time we're going to take, I'm going to bring my right arm underneath. You can pick whatever side you want. Just roll onto your side body. Stack your feet. Now let's just open up so you look like a capital letter I, and your body is nice and in alignment so that your head and your hips and your heels are all in a good plane, P-L-A-N-E, like a geometry plane. And as you breathe in here and you rock out through that side body, you release anything that's tight through the length of your side. And you breathe. Good. Come to neutral for a moment. Bring whatever the top leg is up and forward. Bring your top hand right to the middle of the thigh and just gently opening and closing the hip flexors so that you're flexible and mobile. And you breathe. Good. Release back. Maybe rock a little more. See how it feels. Now, you're going to flex your bottom foot, so like you're standing on the floor. Your leg that we just stretched, if you want, you can hold the ankle, and this is a big quadricep stretch, so we stretch right here. Try to keep the knee in line with the hip, so don't let it lift up. Lower it down a little bit, little bit, little bit. Take a breath here. If this doesn't work for you, guess what? Don't do it. You have knee issues, hip issues, don't do it. And then release that and notice the leg. So my leg is a little longer on this side. And you rock it out. Now I'm going to just roll onto my back body. Take a full body stretch before I roll. Opposite side. You're just going to switch sides. Again, arm underneath your head. Feet are stacked. Nice long line here. Try to keep your whole body in one big long capital letter I, and then you rock it out here. Noticing how it feels on this side. Using your body weight, your position, and the mat, and the firmness of the floor to massage anything that's tight here. Good. Pause. Bring that top leg to standing. Right, so I'm on my left side, my right hand and my right leg are going to open and close. If you're on the opposite side, that's fine. And you just open and close the hip. And you take a breath. Good. Release that leg. Maybe you rock again. Notice if you have a little more length on this side. Again, your choice. You can stay right here. My bottom foot is flexed, like I'm grounding it into the floor, the earth. I bend my top leg so I can hold the ankle. If I can't comfortably do it, you can grab your pant leg. You can choose not to do it. And this is a big quadricep stretch. So bring your leg lower, lower. Not high, that's it. Ooh, be mindful. Breathe. 3 breaths if you can do it. If you need to release it, you do it sooner. And then you let it go. And you rock it out. Good. Nice. And when you're ready, you roll onto your back body. If you have your blocks, get one. Have it handy. Bring your feet up to standing. Feet are parallel. Arms are out, letter T. And now just rock a little bit right here into the windshield wipers. Rocking slowly and gently here. Good. When you come to stillness, you're going to bring your block right underneath the sacral spine. Pause here. Nothing in the curve of the back. Take a breath. Walk your feet a little bit back so your fingertips maybe can be in line with your heels. Chin is tucked. Lift and tuck the shoulders under and breathe here. And as you breathe and you settle here, make a connection to yourself. So bridge pose is all about connecting. The length of your body, your arms, your hands, your feet, your head, your thoughts, your emotions, your spirit, your front and back, the sides, the breath. Now, if you're ready, you can inhale and lift the arms with the breath. And then if you can bring your arms all the way back. If your wrists don't comfortably rest on the mat, then bend the elbows. You don't want a little space underneath your wrists, so you want to soften it here. You can bring your arms out to cactus arms if you need it. And you pick the variation that works best for you. Take a breath. And release the things that are tight across your shoulders, the things you hold in your arms, your hands. Notice any sensations between your hands, your feet, and the crown of your head. Feel the breath moving in and out. If you get a yawn, go with it. Good. Bring your hands up, back up to center. Take a big breath as you slowly, with intention, release your palms right back down to the mat. and pause. Take your right leg, cross it over the left. Take your right hand into that thigh, and again, we open and close the hip. And we just create a little more release through those hip flexors. Breathe. Relax the jaw. Notice if the jaw starts to be engaged here, because there is a connection between the tightness in the hips and your pelvic floor and your jaw. Good. Release that, and you switch to the other side, and you take a breath. And notice how it feels. So my left side feels a little different than the right. I don't judge. I give it an opportunity to soften and to release. Good. Pause. Hands come right back down. Maybe do a tiny, tiny, tiny. Now remember, you're on a block. So you're not going far and you're not going fast. You're just gently monitoring and releasing through the sacral spine. And then you release and you switch to the other side, and just notice how this feels here. Pay attention to that space between the shoulder blades. Good. Bring your feet to the floor. Hold the block. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest and gently press all the way up into the ceiling, into your supported shoulder stand. Feet are flexed. Give some space between your legs and breathe. Soften the shoulders, relax the jaw, point and flex. Stretch those legs. So longevity is a direct correlation to flexibility and strength and circulation. So when you pump your feet, your calf muscles, and you circulate that blood and it benefits the brain, that helps to reduce fatigue, improves brain health. Point one, flex the other. Make it feel like you're pushing against molasses. Bring your knees in. Now we're going to open up our legs, big V. So lowercase v, and then I press up into the sky. Big V, do a nice press from the inside out. Breathe and release. So you're pressing up and you're letting go. And you're pressing up and you're letting go. And one more. Press it up. And you're letting go. Bring the legs in, release, pedal the feet. Soften ankles a little bit. Good. Roll the feet around at the ankles. Lubricating your joints. Exhale, reverse. Good. Bring that left foot down, right leg straight up. Take a breath here. Feel that stretch. Now I'm going to pulse that leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Float that leg all the way down, straight leg down, until it's parallel with the hip and the floor. Breathe. And bend it and bring it in, and feel the sensations you've activated as you bring in the other leg. Take a breath. Inhale, kick it up. Strong and but not overstretched. And then we pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and float it all the way down nice and long. One big long line parallel to the floor. Take a breath. Standing leg is firm. Hips are level. Breath is moving. 3 breaths if you can. Otherwise, come out of it sooner. Inhale, lift up, release. Pressing the feet into the mat. Lift up off the block. Slide it out. Stay up. Shoulders down. Try not to crimp the neck. Breathe. Make it effortless. So if you're working really hard to soften something, inhale, lift up, and then on the exhale, you're slowly rolling one vertebra at a time, tucking that lumbar spine so that the whole length of the spine meets the mat, and then pause. Inhale, release the arms up to the sky, palms together. Rock out that space between the shoulder blades. If you want more, you can invert your hands, bend the elbows, stretch from side to side. Good. Bring your knees into your chest and rock it out. Keep your feet soft, wiggle your toes, move your feet. Ease out that whole back body. Relax your jaw. Nice. And then right up into your happy baby. So you get the benefit now of an inversion. So all that lovely oxygenated blood comes right back down to support heart health and digestion, as well as the brain. Good. Bring your feet to the mat. Heels are on the mat, toes are off, hands are on the ribs. Come right into windshield wipers. And keep your shoulders down and away from the ears and just rock it out here. Good. When you come back to center, parallel your feet to the mat, and then right foot comes over the top of the thigh, so it's resting right at the arch. I roll my right knee down to the right, and my left arm comes out to the side, and I roll. The minute my shoulder comes off the mat, I stop. Now, if you want more, you can roll onto the inside edge of the standing foot and see how far you can comfortably go. The minute you get a constriction or some kind of thing that tells you, oops, that's too much, back it off. Inhale, come up, and maybe try it again. Take a breath. And one more. The opposite hand is resting right on the ribs. And you're moving into flexibility. And then you come back to center and you release that foot and opposite side. So I turn my foot. Now, left hand comes to the ribs, right arm comes out to the side. My knee rolls toward the mat only as far as is comfortable. Remember, sometimes the first time is not going to get you to the floor. And you may not get to the floor at all. But what you're doing is you're honoring the flexibility in your body where you are today. And you roll it back and forth. And if you can do 3, that's great. If you can do more, that's great. And then come back up and maybe rock a little bit. Bringing your feet back to the mat, hands back to the ribs, little windshield wipers, and noticing how you are now. Soles of the feet together, hands underneath the head, rock, elbows out to the side, lift the hip. And then roll and rock the other way. Keep the shoulders on the mat. See how that feels, that shoulder-hip connection. Come back to center. Slide the legs long. Go into your full body stretch. Take a big breath. Take a big yawn. Stretch it all out. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock it out. Good. Come right back up into your happy baby. Rock it out. Now, you can keep your hands behind your knees. However, if you want more, you can bring your hands to the inside of your feet. This is going to change the stretch a little bit. You can bring your feet to the outside edges, shoulders down, take a breath. You can wrap your index and middle finger around your toes, big toes, into a yoga toe lock. You could try one, you could try them all, you can do only one, whatever works best for you. Bring your legs out into a big V, rock it out. Now, if you have a hard time doing a squat, we're going to bring our big toes together, knees in, so reverse child's pose. You want to open up those hip flexors, but you don't want to force something. Take a breath. And then you bring the feet to the floor, hands to the ribs. Rock it out. Good. Roll onto one side. I would like to just stand up a little bit. So I'm going to roll onto one side and just roll until I'm gently able to bring myself up back into a table so that I can gently transition right leg forward, left leg forward into a forward fold and just hang here. Before I roll up, big stretch. Bring it all the way up, stretch up. Rock a little bit. Take a breath. Good, hands right to the hips, step a little wider than hip distance, and roll around. Good job. If you're getting a yawn, that's an A+, because that means you've just let go of a lot of stuff. So yawn it out. And then reverse your circle. Now, right here in the hip creases, hands right to the thighs, shoulders back and down, and rock. So you can keep it as high or as low as is comfortable for you. This not only helps to create flexibility, but also calms the heart. So we want to get the biggest bang for our buck here. When you come to neutral, if it's comfortable, you can rest your hands here and rock it out. Now, if you need to, you can grab a block at any height and rock it out. Here, you can make your legs wider. You can bring your hands to the mat and you rock. See if you come a little bit lower. This is going to prep you for a squat. If you're not ready for it today, this is perfect. And then you pause, heel toe your feet till you're a comfortable distance, roll it up. Move the hips. And reverse. Now, you want to do a squat, but you can't comfortably go down. You can double stack your block. If you're home and you have a stool, you can sit on a stool, bring it down, sit on the blocks. Please make sure you do not fall off. Feet as wide as you can go. Take a breath here, elbows into the side, palms together. Take a breath. Be mindful what works for you. So, Cher, take one block off if it's too high for you. Yeah, it's a little high. Take a breath. Elbows in, hands to the heart, smile, and you breathe. And give yourself a compliment. This is not easy. Be careful. It's all right. And then release. Now, if you're particularly flexible, you can bring it so that your hips come back and you come down without the support of a block, but you come only down as far as is comfortable for you. You want to keep the block here. Use mine. Excuse the throw. And as you breathe here, give yourself a compliment. Roll and bring it up. Keep going up, 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 up. Gentle back bend, forward fold. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, pull up. Let it go. Now, sweep the hands and pull some energy up. So we're going to cross at the top. When I come all the way down and bring my fingernails together, I want to bring up this sensation of centering and balance and alignment. But I want to spread out so I have new opportunities, clarity, a new thought, energy, pulling it all up, big breath, opening up horizons, a different perspective, a new viewpoint. Bring it down. Inhale, lift up. Big breath. Spread it out. Clear the clouds so you have clarity. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring it up. Big breath. When you bring it out to the side, right into your star pose, rock it out. Good. One palm up, the other down. If you need to adjust your distance here, so one left palm up and right palm down, I bend into that right knee left knee as I lift up the left, and I open up through the heart to let my star shine. Good. Both arms up, hands come together, straight down to the heart, and pause. Breathe. Now, again, adjusting your stance, you just come down just a little. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, keep it up, adjust your feet till they're parallel. To the right, look under the left, and opposite side. Good job. Good. Gentle back bend, forward fold. Hang it out. Roll. Feel like you're just a rag doll here. Roll as big as you want. Do not lock the knees. Breathe. And then when you're ready, you come back right onto your mat. Swing your legs so you can come right back down onto your back body. Before you do anything else, just open up your arms and rock it out here with your legs. Doing little windshield wipers, as big or as small as you need it to be. If you need it deeper, you can roll. Head goes opposite the knees if you choose. Otherwise, you keep your head at neutral. Good. And then when you're ready, you go into your full body stretch and you get ready for your Shavasana. So take a big breath. However, before you go into your Shavasana, if you need something, you need to bring your knees together and go into a twist. If you need another bridge, if you need to elevate your legs, if you need to make little circles. Whatever it is that you need to complete your practice for yourself today, do it. And then whenever you're ready and you pick your Shavasana option, whatever that is for you, give yourself permission to pause. And as you pause in stillness, remember that Shavasana is the most important part of any yoga practice. You need to give your body time to absorb the benefit of what you shifted here. As you breathe in and you breathe out into this space that you've created for yourself, ask yourself now, how am I now? What am I noticing now that I didn't notice necessarily before? Where am I in my thoughts? How am I meeting the ground? Where's my breath? Celebrate a calm mind, a relaxed heart, so your heart rate begins to slow down. Feeling the warmth of your body and the movement of circulation. Allowing your body, mind, heart, and spirit to just spend a few moments in silence. Meditating perhaps on the sensation of gratitude. Grateful for your life. Everyone has challenges, struggles, happiness, sadness. Life is not about only one thing. It is about the balance of opposites. Making a different choice if something's not working for you. But grateful for each new day. Grateful for a body, a mind, an intention that celebrates your yoga practice or whatever else practice you choose. Bless you. Celebrating that connection, that mind, body, heart, spirit connection that allows you to be who you are meant to be in this world. Using this practice to reduce stress, to create clarity, to build strength, to improve circulation and the amount of oxygen you take in, to create a community, a connection, an alignment within yourself. As you breathe in and you breathe out right here, clearing out any other thoughts that don't work for you. Asking yourself to tap into clarity, creativity, inspiration, intuition, imagination, abstract thinking, problem solving, thinking outside of the box, increasing your skills of observation, noticing something when you need to create a shift within your own self, picking up on emotional clues, social cues. Paying attention to the messages, the subtle body messages that the body gives you. Using the sound of the bowls to create another level of relaxation. Savoring this moment like a treat. Asking yourself just before we end our practice, did I learn something new today? And as you breathe in and you breathe out right here, and you pull in all that air right all the way down to the tips of your toes, to the tips of your fingers, go into your full body stretch, take a humongous amount of air so you feel like you're just clearing out the cobwebs of anything else that needs to be shifted. Bring your knees into your chest and gently rock out that back body. celebrating your flexibility. And elevating your legs into your happy baby or a straight leg pose and bringing that oxygenated blood back down to the heart and to the body and the brain and the digestive tract and the sensation now of feeling rejuvenated. And then when you're ready, shake it out. So you shake your arms and you shake your legs and you innervate your nerve endings. And you shake and shake and shake and shake and shake and shake. And then one more time, big, strong extension of your body into a full body stretch. Nothing can knock you down. And whenever you're ready, you roll your knees in and roll to whatever side calls to you. Don't just hop up. Just rest there on your side body for a breath. And then whenever you're ready, that's when you transition into a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you. And then stirring the pot, allowing all the parts of the practice to find their way home within yourself. So you create the sensation of unity, which is what the word yoga means, a union of all the parts of who you are. Connecting and reverse when you're ready, your mind, your body, your heart, your breath, your intentions, your emotions, your growth, your learning skill set, whatever else. And then twist to one side and wring something else out. And twist to the other side. And then gather to yourself into this bowl of abundance, the gift of love and kindness and compassion and healing and patience and courage and opportunity and awareness and insight and inspiration. And fill yourself up with whatever else comes to your mind. And you inhale and allow yourself to prosper on all levels. And pull more down. And then as you sweep around for this last time and you seal the practice in Anjali Mudra, may I always know that within myself, I have everything I need. And so when I pause and I reflect and I shift into this mode where I am at home within myself, I know that is enough. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you for your efforts. And be safe out there. See you next time. Don't forget to hydrate. Thank you.